Hey, this is Andrew Brown, and we are going to look at usage analysis with application insights. So usage analysis allows you to get more rich information about the usage of your application. So I'm just here in application insights for our app that we've been using. If you go on the left-hand side and scroll on down, you'll see this usage tab. So we have users, sessions, all this interesting stuff. It allows us to instantly create cohorts, which are extremely useful for visualizing information. If you've never seen a cohort before, like user cohort, I don't think it matters what cohort we look at, but I just want to show you an example of one. So this is a cohort, and the idea is that if you have an application, you want to be able to see whether users are coming back every single day, right? So you go, okay, this person was here on day one, and the same person came back, or 23% of the people came back on the second day, 18% of the people came back on the third day, and it gives you kind of a map of cohorts, or like information about your user behavior. So very, very important, very useful for your application, and Application Insights allows you to collect that information. Now, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be instrumenting the client side, because we instrumented the server side when we installed it into our backend server code, but we never did in the front end. So that's the first thing we're going to need to do. So I just need the code snippet to do that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to our repository because we're going to need that open here. So we'll go back to my app insights. I'm going to open that up in Gitpod. And while that's going, I'm going to type in application insights instrumentation, Node.js. And we should easily be able to find the code for this here. I want it client side though. I'm just looking for it. So, because there's all sorts of pages here, so it could be a bit, well, let's say usage. How about application insights, usage analysis. Here's a page. Yeah, and that's the code we want. So it's on this page here, usage analysis with application insights. So I'm going to copy that code, and that's going to go into, I'm going to make a new workspace here. That's going to go into the front end of our website. So somewhere in the index HTML. Or if they're called Jade files, then it'll go into there. So it is a, Jade file. It's just opening the browser for us here. So what I'll do is go index Jade. Jade is just the syntax language that is used by this configuration of Express.js. I'm going to go ahead and paste this block in here. And we actually have to format this a bit because Jade's not going to like this. So what we'll do is type in script here at the top. This is just how this language works for JavaScript tags. We'll do parentheses, type equals, single quotations, text, JavaScript. Okay? And then from here, what we'll do is just go ahead and select this. Okay. And I'm just looking where we should put it. So they probably want it in the head, so we'll put it right here. And yeah, so that's fine. That looks good to me. We're also going to need to create some kind of cohort. So what we'll do, I'm going to just commit this. Add client side tracking. Okay, and so we'll stop our app, start it back up. Okay. And back over here, I just kind of want to show you where you can set up. We're not going to be able to see a real cohort because we'd need multiple days to collect information. But let's just kind of play around as if we do have the data. So over here on the left-hand side, we'll go to sessions. And it should tell us how many sessions we have. Now, there was no information showing it before, but now we're seeing 2. Okay? So I'm not sure if it's counting both the server side and the client side, but we are getting data, so that's good. And if we went up here to create a cohort, we have a template gallery, so we could choose a variety of different ones. So we might want to try a blank sessions cohort. Sessions are people that are connected to the application. Users are identified users. And so, you know, we can add parameters to filter things down, but we don't have to do anything. We can also like run the query to see what information we get back. But we'll go ahead and just save this cohort. So we'll just say my cohort, whatever you want to name it, doesn't matter because we're not going to see anything interesting anyway. And so this is our cohort, but you can see there's nothing interesting. So if we want to see something, that kind of looks like a cohort. What we can do is make our way over to workbooks, I think. Yeah, over here. I'm not sure if this is just the same thing, but in a different place. But if you go down below here, they have usage like active users and things like that. I'm looking for retention, so maybe cohort analysis. And so down below, you can kind of start seeing a table here, right, of what that looks like. So I find the workbooks a lot more useful than the usage tabs, but yeah, I just want you to know about this usage analysis because it's super useful that logins or application insights has that functionality. So, hopefully that is good enough there, but that is all we're doing here. So I'm just going to go home, close these tabs, and I'll see you in the next one, okay?